We've seen in graph 16.1 how we can use the Edgeworth box to represent points that have 4 components in just 2 dimensions. We do that by using the lower axes of the Edgeworth box to represent consumption bundles for one individual, and the upper axes to represent consumption bundles for the second individual. Now we'll go ahead and investigate how we can think about which bundles are preferred by both individuals to their endowment bundle, and which bundle they might ultimately decide to trade to. We continue with the example of me and my wife having oranges and bananas. The first indifference curve we draw is my indifference curve, assuming that no trade occurs, the indifference curve that contains my original bundle of 3 oranges and 6 bananas. All consumption bundles above that indifference curve, all the consumption bundles that are shaded, would be preferred for me. We then do the same thing for my wife, except that the axes that measure her consumption bundles are composed of the other 2 sides of the Edgeworth box. Her original magenta indifference curve is the indifference curve that passes through her original endowment bundle that contains 10 oranges and 4 bananas. Between our 2 indifference curves, there lies a lens-shaped shaded region of consumption allocations that are preferred by both of us to any bundle that lies on the indifference curves that we've drawn so far. At one end of that shaded region lies the endowment allocation, E. That allocation contains 3 oranges and 6 bananas for me, the amount I started out with, and 10 oranges and 4 bananas for my wife, the amount she started out with. The shaded green region therefore represents consumption allocations that are preferred by both of us to our original endowment bundle. If my wife and I decide to trade oranges and bananas, we'll ultimately have to end up somewhere in that green region in order for both of us to agree to a trade. For instance, I could agree with my wife to give up 2 bananas in exchange for 2 oranges, thus moving us from the initial endowment bundle E to the new allocation A.